Ringval, the first Sydney to Hobart for CQS. How was it?
Yeah, it was good. We would like to have been here much earlier, but some technical failures sort of stopped that. But better here than in Eden.
And what were the technical failures? It looks like you lost a little bit of a tip or two.
Yeah, well, the boat has wings, and our wings got clipped on the way. We lost everything that is used to control it, so it just became a drag, no lift. And we lost about 20-25% of our performance, particularly in medium-high speed.
So you actually lost the use of the flaps on the back of the wing?
Yeah, they fell off. Yeah, we had the mechanics of it. We have tiplets like the end of an airplane, but they are mounted separately, and they're all part of the technical system. And those broke off first, and then when they broke off, the whole flaps in carbon fibre went off with a bang. So
where did this happen? Near Sydney?
Well, it was fairly early. We were doing 30 plus knots, and we were realizing that these things are making out rather fast when we found the right settings. But obviously there's some engineering failure that we have to look at.
Did the wing provide the sort of lift that you were hoping for?
Excuse me?
Did the wing provide the sort of lift?
Yes, absolutely does. Yeah, so it was different to what we thought. But when the boat takes off, when the wings start working, it's like having a turbocharger on a car. It just suddenly releases and takes off. And we already know we need to have a slight design change. But structurally, obviously, for it to work, we have to make all the pieces stay together.
And what else did you learn? Presumably there was a good deal of learning on the way down. Tell us a little bit about what other things you...
Yeah, the best thing was that my cousin Mike is a pretty tough guy, and we had a lot of fun together. We have a really nice crew. I mean, this is a very good professional crew that sticks together, and even with the failure we had, and knowing that we were going to be much slower, we'd rather be in Hobart than back in Sydney or in Eden. So,
and presumably that first day was a bit too much downwind for you, was it?
No, not really. No, we just took a time to figure out how everything works. When we finally got going, we were really hauling boats. We were closing in really fast on Giacomo, which is her fastest angle. We were quite surprised actually when she finally took off. We needed to be well over 25 knots when we could see the big difference, but it was very much a matter of understanding how they work. And this is the first time the crew is together. This is the first time this boat is racing in anger. First time we race with the DSS foils, and the potential is there. We're going to have a lot of fun over the next 12 months learning how to fly her.
What's up in the next 12 months?
Well, we're heading off to New Zealand now to make the changes and some of the repairs that we need to do. Then the boat is shipped to the US or Caribbean. We're racing Caribbean. We're setting up camp probably in the south of USA, Florida or something. Then we're planning to do various events in Caribbean, head off to Europe and a full series in Europe. The big item for us is the Fastnet race, which we won twice, and now that happens to be Sir Michael's hometown, so we're going to try to enter England with a bang. Race is a tough one, and the welcome is amazing, and the start is amazing. You probably saw we had a really good start. Yeah, but no, this is the race of all races, and you know me. I will tell you now, I'll never do it again, and probably in the morning I'll tell my wife we'll start preparing. So, and of course we have a huge sail plan. We got lots of options with the sails, and then we got a very unique hydrodynamic structure and foils and things. So, we just got to see how they interact, and that was in the beginning we were a bit slow while we trying different things. We actually put the foil in, took it out, put different flaps on it, because the first time we had a chance to do it, changed sails. So I think the first 2 or 3 hours were a lot of learning, and when we finally got the weather, we were the strength that we looked for, and got everything right, it really took off. It was really 30 plus knots.
Yeah, exactly. We're pushing the technology and the engineering. I mean, the technology is clear, but the engineering's not quite there yet. So it's good.
It's a tough race, even when we had this kind of weather, when it's fast. I mean, there's a reason why Wild Loads is in Eden. It's a tough game, and to win it is doubly tough. And we knew that we started something that will take a while to figure out. But man, this is a hell of an event.
The science is amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, obviously, I think it's the way forward. It really is.
Yeah.
Hobart is a tough race, and this was an easy Hobart, and it was still tough.
And what was particularly tough about it?
Well, it was hard going from the beginning. It was a wet ride. It was it was blowy out there. We had plenty on, and then it took us 12 hours to do the last 25 miles.
Which would have been very frustrating.
Well, not frustrating because it's a Hobart race, and you expect that. And as the smaller boats bring the breeze through from behind, and the race starts again. So we had a challenging day, but we thought we sailed well today, and happy to be here. We're talking just before on board that no one's hurt, and we have no damage to the boat. So that's really good. And of course, number one is get here with everyone in one piece.
And what excites you most about this boat?
Oh, we had moments when it was all working well and she was up and away, but we need a lot more of those moments.